guys, we made it over to S1. We're gonna go ahead and pick up some parts for the CRV. We've been trying to get this thing put together for a while, so let's go inside and put an order for some parts, guys. Hey, how's it going?
We just came back from H-Day last night, so we are still in the process of like unpacking and stuff. But Son will be more than happy to show you around.
Okay, thank you.
Your own content.
Awesome, I appreciate it.
Oh, we didn't even. We just pretty much threw everything up here.
Well, yeah, well, you guys just got back, so like literally what? Last night, yesterday.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
We got home at 12:19. I walked.
Oh gosh.
So,
Heck yeah. Oh, you got plenty of arms. I see that.
yeah, we had to. So we're gonna change because it's a pain in the butt to get these, and it takes a lot of time to make this. We're gonna go ahead and reproduce our own.
Beautiful.
Metal stamp and all that and everything. So when everything is all there already, all the reinforcement and all that, all you got to do is when we get it, we'll put our hubs on it and all that.
Yeah.
So we're gonna. That's the next goal for that. For those arms.
Heck yeah.
Because I think people still want it. And another feature that we're going to try to do is have more clearance. Because a lot of times it's the clearance, it's, you know, they have to run spacer. And that's why I don't really like those.
Yeah.
That's why we actually came up with our own, you know, the Alpha arms. So,
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
yeah. And then this one here is a K car. It's a fully built 4-piston motor.
Oh,
but
beautiful.
We're doing all-wheel drive for him. We're just trying to get it running because right now, this chassis, we're developing an all-wheel drive kit for. We're waiting for this to come back from machining. This hub assembly here, the spindle, and then from there we're gonna make our own subframe because you could tell like these are all on subframe. So we're gonna build a subframe, so it's gonna be lighter. It's going to be lighter and all that, and then on top of it, it's going to have, you know, where you can mount the diff up to it.
Oh, hell yeah. And so there's the Accord chassis, or?
It's a Accord chassis.
Okay.
Like an 04 to like 07, I think it is.
Oh, that's going to be awesome.
It's so, the Accord chassis, the Accord, the TL, the TSX, and the CL. So 2 generations of TL, the 99 TL to all the way to like an old, it's like 07.
Okay.
They're the same. Basically, the back is the exact same thing. It's the exact same.
Unibodies is it the same?
It's the same. Like
yeah.
this, the setup is the same here.
Okay.
So when we do,
Gotcha.
When we make it, this arm right here will fit basically 4 chassis. So we got this thing, like I said, coming, getting made right now to put our hubs on it, and then the subframe. When we make it, it's going to cover 4 chassis. We're going to knock out 4 chassis. When
That is awesome.
So, but you know, by going all-wheel drive, they're like, oh, it's a little bit heavier. It actually won't be, because this is pretty heavy.
Yeah.
When we make the subframe, we're going to make it lighter, of course. Even with the diff on it, it's still going to be lighter than these, because these are like steel, you know. So
Man, that's awesome. Now I'm going to have to get me a TL for a daily.
TL. Well, that's the reason I bought the 04 TL. It's a 6-speed already.
Yeah.
We're changing it. We have a JDK all-wheel drive plates that we make and stuff like that. So we're gonna take that J series motor. I mean, not motor, but we're gonna take the J series tranny out. We're gonna put a K series all-wheel drive tranny.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna do the back end, and then that's it. The JDK for those chassis. We're trying to get this chassis done. Because obviously, like, what about the CL? What about the TL? What about the Core TSX? They're all the same chassis. So we're working on that. We're also working on the 8th, 9th, and 10th gen Civic. They're pretty much the same as an RS6. We have it all drawn out already. We just have to get a machine.
Yeah.
Machine the diff mount for us. So it's basically the same thing as an RS6.
Very
and then
cool.
The arm itself is the same concept as the. Basically, it's the same one we make ready for the RS6. We just have to change different angles and stuff.
Okay.
So it's coming. A lot of these chassis, the newer chassis for these Hondas, we're gonna keep trying to pump it out. You know, like it's gonna be lighter because we're gonna convert everything over to billet. Like, well, not everything, but like, you know, option of getting billet and all that. So
Yeah.
even our trailing arms, we actually make those in billets.
Let me ask you, by any chance, have you ever considered doing anything with the, let's say, like a 01, 04 Odyssey?
Well, they have, those.
As far as, yeah, a carrier assembly, because they're kind of weird in the rear.
Yes, so the only reason why we don't really do that because they come all-wheel drive in Japan already.
Okay.
I think you could probably bolt those things up like a ridge line or something like that, or even the older year.
Right, subframe assembly?
The subframe,
Okay.
yeah, I think they're the same. We got this one here. I think it's an original Captain Blue, but we're gonna clean everything up. But we're gonna basically do a giveaway with this. But we're gonna clean it up. But we're not gonna. We want to do something a little different with this one here. We want to, you know, when you see all these giveaways and stuff like that, the cars are all done and everything already. We don't want that. We wanted something where they could actually enjoy and actually build it themselves, or with their kid or with their loved one or whatever. So we're gonna like clean this thing up, you know, like not the paint on the inside, the motor and everything. Then we're gonna offer with the all-wheel drive system, like it, you know, first place would be this car plus an all-wheel drive system and all that, and then like here, because I feel like, you know, if I would have built this, it would have been more meaningful. Even though I won this, but I won it, but I also put some work into it.
No, I absolutely get that. So, and the fact this is a VX. This is what, 93 VX?
Yes.
I'm guessing by the valve cover. I knew by the valve cover there was at least a 93. Yeah. And then when I saw the intake and the wheels, I was like, that is a VX. Which I love that transmission. It's the best 130 in third gear.
Yeah, you know what that.
Yes, sir.
Ooh, it's like you be in first gear. You're like, I'm just gonna drive in first gear.
So back in the day, and I'm saying back in the day, this was like 1994. I graduated 95. So 95, 96. Yeah, 95, 96. I had this VX transmission on my old Civic Coupe. And it was the funniest thing. That's when TMR magazine was still around. They came out and visited us at Speed Zone in Kissimmee. Yeah. And that's the shops had been open a couple years. And they came out there and they wanted to check out some of the stuff. And we went out and we went to the old Mexico's areas. And I had that transmission in my car just because I broke mine and I needed something different. So I didn't, at the time I didn't know. I was a young kid. I just grabbed another single cam trans, threw it in there. Oh, it's 5-speed. No, way different. So found out really quick. Every time I kept stalling because I had a unsprung disc. Like I went all crazy back then. Unsprung disc, clutch, nothing crazy. Stock motor, bigger injectors. You know, tricking the air temp sensors to dump more fuel, and it was just not the greatest thing. And whatever. Anyway, found out the thing will do 40 in first, 80 in second, 130 in third gear, and you still got 2 gears to go in a Civic. So
that's right.
Yeah. So that was kind of crazy back in the day for me, and it was funny when you're out there in Mexico and the guys are all and you have to launch at 7,000. It was the only way to take off with that clutch system I had, and 17s, which was even worse. So it was like beep, but it was like a rubber band to feel. You just kept going. They're shifting and you're still in gear. It's like a Honda Power Glide. That's the best way I could describe it. Yeah. So, but yeah, this is really cool. That's actually, I love that idea.
So this, like the inside, super clean. Like we haven't cleaned it up. It's super clean. The inside.
Oh wow! Yeah.
It needs to be vacuum clean. All
yeah,
that.
but she's intact.
Everything's in there. Look at the door panels, everything.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, no rip, no nothing. So
that's awesome. That's gonna be fun.
Do with this one here, it's just something, like I said. Hey, let them build it, because that's what I would want to know.
Yeah, I feel you. That's what I like to work on stuff. I like to do these things. So, no, that's gonna be awesome. So
this one here is.
Y'all hear that? That's coming. That's coming down the pipeline.
Yeah. So this one here is it's the boss lady's car. One of her many. So she got this one. She got the blue one also. But this one here, what's really different about this one here, we're doing the full shade tuck. We're doing everything. No mounts and nothing. Oh wow. We're gonna float the motor. That's gonna be awesome. All that. What's good about this one also is we're doing a D to B plateless. Okay. So we had everything all done, but we tore everything back down again, and because the only thing that we had left to do was the fuel system, and we're like, yeah, let's tear it back down. Let's do it the way that it was gonna be like a straight show car for her. Yeah. So that's gonna be cool. The motor, we're gonna get a bunch of stuff for this stuff here. This one here is a good friend / customer of ours. We know him for years and years. So he was like, hey, what about, you want to do a rabbit? And we're like, yeah, sure. So We put a
Case swap.
Case swap rabbit. What's cool about this one is it's all-wheel drive also. So
Oh,
everything is, you know, it's in there. We just have a couple more stuff that we got to do to it.
that's like building a Starlet case swap. It's like it's super light. Yeah. Wow.
So we didn't want to get the big front mount, you know, because we want to keep it really like clean, you know, so no one really knows. That's why we went with the modern air cooler.
Very cool. Very cool.
Everything is pretty much a pedal assembly. All that stuff is done. ECU. It's just a couple more stuff that we have to do. Fuel system and all that, and we mounted that box because we made all that plate higher up. So
Man, that's gonna be
yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, the all-wheel drive system is all done. That was the first thing I think we did was, yeah, we did the swap, and after that we did the all-wheel drive system on it. And you can't.
Wow.
What's cool about it? It's not even that low.
No,
really
it's.
like, you can't.
I even try to set the camera there.
There you go. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh wow. Very cool. Man, that's awesome.
And then we got this 10-year project that we said, oh, we're gonna do it. No, we're not gonna do it. Yes, we're gonna do it. We've been taking parts in and out of this thing, but this has been painted like 10 years ago. We just haven't never done the outside to it, but it's case swap, you know. So we were like, you know what, let's just use this for R&D. So that's what we've been doing. So
yeah, I have two SIs. One I've had since 2001.
2001.
Yeah, I got it in 2001.
Yeah.
And I've had it since then. It's got the old Wings West urethane body kit. I'll show you a picture and a little bit of it. It's red,
Yeah.
and I've had that car. That's my longest relationship. It's been that car. and
I think this one is one of them.
Yeah.
We got a few, but this one has been. We're just like, let's do it one day. Next thing is like, no, let's not. Like we were almost done with this thing, and we're like, let's just pull it. It used to be B series.
yeah,
And then we pulled it out. I was like, let's put a K in it, and then the engine bay, and then, let's do this. Let's make it all-wheel drive, you know. So it's just been sitting. So we've just been adding parts, taking parts off this thing here. So with this one here, the same thing. I went and bought a supercharger for this. It was a Jackson supercharger.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't fit.
Oh,
so
dang.
we ended up like,
That's just too far out front.
Yeah, past the, yeah, exactly. So we tried it on. I was so excited. I was like, yeah, I'm gonna finish this car. When I put the supercharger, it wouldn't work. I'm like, it broke my heart. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just put that to the side some more. So that's what I'm saying.
One day they'll get there.
This one here is it's a good friend / customer also.
Prelude?
And yeah, it's a Prelude. It's a right-hand drive Prelude. He had it for a while. So this thing here is beautiful. The paint, everything is.
Is this a 93?
It's
Somewhere on that chassis?
somewhere on the chassis.
Okay.
Yeah. But I mean, this thing is all, you know.
Oh wow.
Everything went. Everything. The wheels. You got the. I forget which one it is, but it's like the NSX spec wheels he has on here.
They look like MF5s, almost, or yeah, was it MF5? MF10, sorry, MF10s.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So this one here, we did the all-wheel drive system. So this car's pretty much done. The only thing that we have to do is we were waiting for someone to fab up the intercooler and stuff like that. But I think we're gonna go ahead and just finish it up.
Beautiful.
Yeah.
And it's already got the upgraded drive shaft, the larger drive shaft.
Yeah, the larger and all that.
Oh, that's cool. Now, is this your what do they call? I can't forget.
Oh, viscous. Yeah, it is.
Viscous. So that's your okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw because diameter looks like it's a hair smaller, or is it still about the same?
It's the same.
Okay, I haven't looked at mine in a while, so that's why.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
It's just, you know, like I said, it's just brand new, different fluid and stuff like that with it. So
Awesome. Heck yeah. Wow.
So once we get all that done, we're gonna pull this back out again. We're gonna pull everything back out after it's done, and then we'll go and clean everything up for him. So
Awesome.
it's almost there. We got a few more things. Just this part. Everything else back there is all done. So
That is cool. I have so many little projects, and I gotta pick one and finish. And I'm like, okay. So I told myself the NSX is definitely priority. I have to get that done first.
yeah.
Then after that, the CRV, because CRV is not that far from driving again. It won't be a complete project, but at least I'll have it drivable to the point it should be. And then from there, I'll figure out when I'm going to park the CRX and stop driving it and because I just enjoy driving the CRX though. It's so much fun.
No, I don't blame you.
But I know once I get the NSX running, I'm gonna that's where I'll be at for a while.
You know what I actually enjoy driving? The Sprinter van.
Really?
I do. You just hop in it, you just go. Like it's just, I don't know what it.
Grab my bag. Oh. All right, guys, so I'm gonna go ahead and get all my stuff loaded up in my luggage. Hopefully I can fit it in there, put it onto the plane, and then get my butt back to Pensacola. My time has up here in Tampa area. Again, thank you for following me. Thank you for checking out the channel. If you haven't already, you already know the drill. Go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button for me. And yeah, hopefully in the next couple videos, as time progresses, I'll be able to show you all the updates for the CRV. We will try to get this NSX completed, which I haven't mentioned that yet on the channel, but we are going to work on the NSX. And I don't know, maybe some more shop updates. We'll see how it goes, guys. Again, thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you, and you have a great day. All right, guys, thank you very much. See you later.